So the government have banned buy one get one free promotions now on the sugary treats and foods also that are deemed high in fat or high in salt. These proposals sort of really came into force last week. They have been in the pipeline for a few years. It was back when the previous government, in fact, when Boris Johnson was Prime Minister, is one of the first who proposed it. And back then it was met with concerns and criticisms that it was going to impact low-income families. And I do feel like that, although there doesn't seem to be been as much of a furore about it this time as it was then, I think that there is still a factor to take into account there about the impact on low-income families. Critics might turn around and say that why don't we just reduce the price of healthier foods, and I think that would be the ideal. But obviously, when you look into why healthier foods are generally more expensive than unhealthier foods, and when you kind of get into the whys and wherefores of that, you do look at the difference in costs in how they're produced and all that. So obviously the sale price kind of accounts for all that. So it's sort of a bit more of a complex proposal, I suppose. But yeah, on the whole, I gotta say that I do kind of back these proposals. I do think that it's a positive step forward. Like I said, I don't think that it's ideal in any way, shape or form. I don't think that it's going to be something that's going to be completely revolutionary, but I do kind of feel that at least it is kind of like a step in the right direction, because at least it is at least limited and in the sugar consumptions and that people are having in their food bill. So yeah, like I said, I think that there are things to be taken into account here. Obviously, as we talked about, there is an impact on low income families and stuff like that. There are certainly, I think, wrinkles that need to be ironed out, and this can't stop and end there. There does need to be a bit of a launching pad for this if it's going to make any real significant change. But yeah, a step in the right direction nonetheless, I think.